This is the American Rebellion. My name's Jerry. How y'all doing? We are here tonight with Mr. Matty K and Nikki Young for a rollicking time at the circus. Larry Burns is here, David Callaghan, and Robert Wood. Robert Wood was first. You win nothing except my ever loving admiration. I don't know what happened to Larry. Larry's fallen down on the job. He's probably drunk. I don't know. Jimmy Collins is here. How you doing, Jimmy? I don't know if you heard me the other night, Jimmy, but thanks. I thought he was a good guest. Thank you. um, Matt, how you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I've just been, working on drums this afternoon. I usually do two stints a day. One in the afternoon, one in the evening. I get my chops worked up, and I was doing a little Fleetwood Mac earlier, and I like Christine McVie. The way she sings a lot better than Stevie Nicks. I like her songs better and whatnot.
Okay. Well, that's very nice. I have no idea what you're talking about, but that's very nice. I'm glad you found a hobby.
Sure reminds me of the broad I was holed up in New York City with. She could sing, sound just like her.
Mm. Oh, good. Good. Nick, it's time to save the show.
I'm doing good. I've never been holed up with a broad in New York City
No,
that could sing.
especially
But she
on.
might be singing like a mockingbird or trying to get out of jail since she was with Matt.
Yeah, no, it was during. It was right before 9/11, actually, or during 9/11. I think. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I got there at 9:10. I got there Monday fucking night, I think it was. Yeah. I believe it was a Monday. 9:10 was Monday. I believe 9/11 was on Tuesday. Somebody could look that up. I think I'm right because it was pretty dramatic to me. I would imagine.
It could have been a
Welcome
Tuesday.
to New York City.
I remember working that day and thinking, "Shit, it's a long way to Sunday." But uh, anyway, so tonight we will have phone calls. The number is right under my head here on the screen, and also it is 352 325 1381. If you wish to call in, we'll talk about anything you'd like when you call in. Possibly, let's see, who else is here? Ah, Anita's here. How you doing, Anita, from England? That's nice to see you. Everybody's just saying hello to everybody, not paying attention to nothing we're saying, which is probably a good thing.
What's up, fam?
Larry Burns says he's only on his first beer, has to catch up to Matt. Yeah, it's tough by the time he gets here. I did find out while we weren't on the radio last night. It was
Well, I gotta take a little libations in with the drum sessions. You know what I'm saying? In between songs. You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, we weren't on the radio last night due to a technical difficulty. Literally, he had scheduled us, and then it came off for some reason, or something was broken in algorithms, or some fucking thing. I didn't understand it, but whatever. Here we are, which is nice. All right, so Dennis Thomas, how are you? So anyway, we're here tonight, and hopefully we'll get to hear how Matt is going to be in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame because he can throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball at 60 years old. No mention of whether his arm goes with it.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Unlike Fauci.
Fauci went out.
I heard he did that, but I didn't see it. Did he fucking roll it all the way to the fucking home plate?
He threw it. The catcher had to get up and run after it. Fauci threw it to his left.
What do you mean? Over his head or just up in the air
straight,
or what?
Straight to the foul line. I mean, way away from the plate.
Wasn't even the general direction.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It was towards
he missed.
And to his left.
He missed, much like most of his predictions for the Kung Flu. But luckily, he was caught sitting in the stands. He was caught sitting in the stands directly between two people. There were 3 seats, 3 people, without his mask on. So that worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
So his big time last night.
Now, why the fuck would they have Fucky do it? I mean, they couldn't get, what team was it?
Haven't you heard? Washington Nationals. Haven't you heard he's a national hero, Matt? I want you to listen to me. If you ever get a chance,
they get fucking Frank Howard to do it or something?
I don't know. Listen, if you ever get a chance to throw out the first pitch in a professional baseball game, please spend at least 2 weeks practicing at 90 feet to get it to the fucking catcher.
Yeah, we know.
60 feet, 6 inches.
Yeah,
Jerry.
Obama threw it straight. But
the baselines are 90 feet.
Larry Burns has a bet up, Matt. Bet you $100 you can't. You give me 5 to 1. All proceeds go to Jasmine. That seems like an easy 500 to give her. Why don't we just do it without doing that?
I can't do what?
By the way, her PayPal is in above the where the title is. If you just get off and see more, you will see her.
I can't do
PayPal.
What?
Throw the ball at 90 miles an hour. And if I were you, I wouldn't practice too much.
How much he was put up on that?
100 at 5 to 1 odds.
Let's make it 10 grand.
What are you doing? Why? What are you doing? It's a friendly bet, Matt. Deborah is with us. Hello, Deborah. How are you?
Because I want 10 grand.
Sure. Okay. It would actually be 50 grand.
Yeah. No, well, if he loses. Wait.
No, even better.
If he can do it.
5 to 1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You give him 5 to 1, so that would be 50,000. You would give Jasmine, which would be very nice.
I gotta tell you, one time I was playing in this. It was a pro stadium, and my first at bat, I clocked a ball into left field, a line drive off the wall. And the second time I came up, I clocked the ball, just went foul. It was high, fly, left field, would have been a homer by 5 feet. And the ump goes, I never seen a guy hit 2 balls that hard in a row before in my fucking career.
Well, unfortunately, that wasn't pitching. That was batting. I think you have it a little mixed up. Larry says he barely has the $100, which doesn't surprise us, seeing as how he spent $4 grand on his Shih Tzu. So.
All right, Larry, we'll let you whoop it up. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you to it. Let's just call it joking around.
Hold him to it. He has the $100. He just ain't doing it for 10 grand. He ain't backing out. Because with his luck and all our luck, you'll hit one at 90. I don't know how. You better not warm up too much. You'd be lucky if it goes 20.
I'll tell you what. I'll take the bench rider on the Padres right now, and I'll bet you $500 I can strike them out.
How are you going to do that? How are you going to prove that? Them guys ain't gonna do that for you.
You talking about the water boy or
Yeah.
the towel boy or what?
Now, you guys don't believe what a phenom jock athlete I used to be. Shit.
Phenom?
I know that guy
used to be.
One of the equipment managers used to be with the not Anaheim Sharks. What the Ducks up in Anaheim. I fucking skated on their ice while they were warming up. I didn't fucking tangle with them, but
that's because they'd have killed you.
I don't skate that well, but
they'd have killed you. Richard Gross is here, the Mad Drummer. How was everybody?
No, it was fun though. I mean, these dudes are like they're football players and ballerinas at the same time. They're fucking amazing, man.
Mm. Jasmine needs the money. Come on, Matt. We'd have to set up a certain criteria. I mean, first of all, Matt's 60 and he'll be drinking at the time, so we don't want him falling off the mound or anything. So we would have to. He said one pitch at 90 miles an hour at 60 years old. $100.
How many chances do I get? Does it got to be the first one, or do I get warm-ups?
Well, you can have warm-ups. There's no doubt of that. I would definitely.
Well, I get to warm up, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to lose your arm. You're probably going to do that anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to dislocate my shoulder or something, but
Yeah. My question is how? I mean, do you have a
radar? What do they call us, though, right?
Do you have a radar gun or access to one? Or are you just going to have your wife drive the car next to the ball?
No, I've been clocked before in my young days.
Yeah, young days, man. You ain't young.
Gary. I'm throwing a ball.
Do they have pitching? Do they have pitching cages at the batting cages? Maybe you could do it there.
Right.
Jimmy Collins says he could hit one in practice ahead of time. We can't allow that, Richard, because I'll tell you why. Matt's old. It could give him a heart attack if he practices to do this too much.
Well, then he'll definitely lose the bet.
Yeah. And you can bet he won't leave Larry his $100 either.
All right, you guys can make sport of me all you like, but
make sport of you.
90. It's fairly high. I mean, it is not phenomenal nowadays. You know what I mean? For a strapping buck like myself.
Oh dear God. Okay, here's the bet. Of course you can warm up. Okay, that's good. Once warmed up, 10 pitches to reach 90. I don't want you to keel over. That is fun shit right there. I'll tell you right now. So let's see.
Well, enough of my Jim Thorpe exploits. Okay, we can move on if we need to.
Yeah, so I think Matt is the one backing out, don't you? Don't you, Larry? I believe so. Matt still has fire inside. Yeah, it's called alcohol.
Fire water.
And a very rose-colored opinion of himself. I'm twice your size. I couldn't throw the ball 90 miles an hour if I put all my weight on it.
That's because you're half woman.
Okay. All right. Kick your ass. That's no problem.
Hey, as a matter of fact, I'm you know what really inspired me when I was a kid? I went to my sister's boyfriend took me to Three River Stadium. The Pirates 1971 or was it 2? Either one of those. St. Louis Cardinals. great seats behind home plate because they were Cardinals fans. They were mobbed up too, auditories. And Bob Gibson threw a no-hitter. And I was like, oh, maybe 30 feet, no, 20 feet behind Homer's glove. They couldn't touch this fucker that night. And Gibson was old at the time. And it was a fucking sight to fucking see. They were the ninth inning. Everybody was on their feet in the stadium hoping the opposition dude would throw a no-hitter. I believe he struck out Willie Stargell for a last out.
Wow.
Look that up. Bob Gibson's no-hitter 1971 or 72 in Pittsburgh.
Okay. Larry Burns says, tell you what, Matt, no pitches. We both donate $50 to Jasmine. How's that? That'll work, right?
No, that was I was probably, what was I, 11, 12, maybe. That was fucking seared in my fucking memory. Just the spectacle of the whole fucking thing, man. I mean, the excitement of after 6, 7 innings, everybody's like, what the fuck?
Okay, it was in 1971, I believe. He threw the first no-hitter in his storied career. They won an 11-0 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. He overcame numerous childhood ailments, including rickets, asthma, and a heart murmur, to earn a baseball scholarship to Creighton University after high school. His baseball skills were so impressive that in 1957 he spent a year playing for the Harlem Globetrotters. Oh, his basketball skills. That makes much more sense. Devoted to so he played.
Yeah, they either called him Gibby or the boss, or Gibby or the boss. I don't remember.
Yeah, he played with Meadowlark Lemon. Will Chamberlain was on there. Gibson soon became frustrated with the team's emphasis on comedic showmanship and decided to switch sports. He signed as a pitcher with baseball's St. Louis Cardinals, and after a year in the minors, was promoted to the major leagues. By 1962, he was one of the team's most accomplished starters, and he soon established himself as one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball history. 64, he helped the Cardinals to the World Series with 2 wins and 31 strikeouts. Won the Most Valuable Player award. 3 years later, throwing 17 strikeouts in 1 game to break Sandy Koufax's record of 15 in a World Series game in 68. Was perhaps the best ever by a pitcher. He pitched 28 complete games. Holy shit. There ain't a pitcher playing now that could do a complete game, much as 28.
They don't even start 28 games anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Complete games. Shit.
13 shutouts and kept his run-to-earned average at just 1.12 for the season. Holy shit. I didn't know any of this. Lowest in the modern era.
Oh, yeah, Gibson was the shit, man.
With a 268 strikeouts and a 22-9 record. For his efforts, he was awarded the first of his 2 Cy Young awards. Okay, so Augie recently gave Bob Bullitt quite a bit of trouble, the Pirates did. His leg got broken by a line drive from Roberto Clemente. In 70, the year of his second Cy Award, the young Pirates beat Gibson 3 straight times. On this day in 1971, however, Gibson got his revenge, both on the mound and at the plate. He threw 10 strikeouts and walked just 3 batters, as well as contributing a 2-run single in the 8th. Only threat to his no-hitter came when Milt May launched a fly ball 395 to left center in the 7th, but Cardinals' Jose Cruz tracked it down. With 2 outs in the 9th inning, the Pittsburgh crowd stood and cheered as Gibson struck out the struggling star Willie Stargell for the first and only no-hitter of his long and impressive career. He retired in 75, was elected to the Hall of Fame in 81. Damn, that was one good motherfucker.
You know, that's kind of strange that he only threw one no-hitter, but I mean, that is pretty fuck rare, you know. I mean, his stats were unbelievable in the late 60s. Then they decided they would lower the mound. And I think it was 67. They lowered the mound by 4 inches. He said if they'd left it up there, I'd have 20 victories a season. But after they lowered it because the pitchers were dominating too much.
Okay, Matt, here's the deal. Larry says, tell you what, no pitches. We both donate $50 to Jasmine. Just donate $50. Hello?
No, shit. And I was a Pirate fan, too, back in those days. Bill May, he was a great utility player. He could hit. He could play any position. And, of course, you mentioned the great one, Clemente. What can I tell you? Vic Davalillo, the oldest player in Major League history to hit a home run.
Right. Matt, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
Why?
Listen to me. Larry Burns says, tell Matt, no pitches. You don't have to do any pitches. Just donate $50 to Jasmine, and he will too.
All right, done deal. If
Okay.
I got to try to clear out that PayPal $50, and we'll do that.
All right. So there you go. Max, it must be a
unless they
problem.
bleed me juice money for interest since it's been in there for a fucking year. I don't know.
It's not been in there for a year. He's not batting 1,000 on that proposition. Well, he just agreed to it, guys, so it's all good. And we can always count on Matt for that. To be very honest, always count on Matt for that shit. All right? Always. Through all his,
yeah, we'll go back to the Cardinals. Ted Sizemore and Joe Torre was one of my heroes, boyhood heroes. The WAP.
He's a pretty good manager, too.
Oh, he was a great fucking player, too. Never really got his due. I don't think he got in the Hall of Fame. I think he got in as a manager, but I don't think he got in as a player.
That's weird, too, because a lot of great players suck at being managers. It's usually a lot of good managers are like second, third string catchers. They become pretty good managers.
Yeah, it's like Tommy Lasorda. He came up with the Brooklyn Dodgers, as a pitcher. He played 2 seasons in the majors, and his record was like 5-40. Then he became the greatest manager ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's just it's just like that in the NFL. You got a star quarterback or a star something, and they come up and they try to be a head coach. Bart Starr is a perfect example. Could never quite get the Green Bay Packers going in the right direction for a while. But you got some guy out there that was like a second and third string quarterback, and they come in, and they're very good at it. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't get, maybe they got an injury. They knew they were smart. They knew the game, but weren't as great at it as they, well, they got to the show in the first place. You got to give them credit for that,
Well, yeah, Plus, they're the guys that are like these second and third stringers. They're always the ones studying film and this kind of thing. And they understand the game. Some of these guys. And although maybe their talent wasn't in actually playing Major League Baseball, at some point it was a talent to play baseball, that's for sure. Because to get there, you got to at least be semi good. And but you get into the managing or the coaching, and you're outstanding. So who knows?
Well, also it depends on how much rope the organization's willing to give you too. I mean, Jesus, if you give the dude like 2 years to turn the whole joint around, it ain't usually gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Well, it also has to do with who is your general manager, what is his idea on picking players, who is this, who's the owner, is he willing to pay players? There's a lot of things going on. That's why in the NFL, the head coach always wants to be the general manager too.
Yeah, you gotta work with what you get. You know what I mean? It's like it ain't all the manager's fucking fault, or you know what I mean?
Because let's face it, especially you take the NFL, they have a lot of busts in the draft. These guys come out of college, they're great in college, they get to the NFL, what nobody seems to understand is many of them are stupid, don't even understand the fucking playbook. And when you can't understand the playbook, which is exceedingly complex, offense or defense, or even special teams, you got problems. And if you get you get drafted in the first 5 rounds, they don't expect you to be playing special teams. They expect you to be out on the field on offense and defense, paying you a lot of money.
Yeah. You're not a punter or anything like that, I promise you.
Hey, Dan Yo's here on, let's see, YouTube. Listening in the background while I bounce down the road. Okay. Don't your truck got springs and shocks and shit? So, I don't know. All right, Matt, do we have any...
Well, yeah. We got all kinds of shit. We got news of the weird we can dive into. Now that we've established that Bob Gibson was a man-child phenom, such as myself and whatnot.
I don't remember.
You know what I mean?
I don't remember establishing that you were. Bob Gibson was. He threw a new hitter and was able to go into the Hall of Fame from his greatness. You are on the American Rebellion show. I have to tell you, I think he may have won on that one. Nothing personal.
You're splitting hairs there. You know what I mean?
Hey, a no hitter doesn't equal a bullshit. I mean, come on. What's a little better?
That's funny.
Just saying.
That's funny. All right.
All right. Here's a sign of the times. A statue of Christopher Columbus stands in Cleveland's Little Italy neighborhood, but if signers of a petition get their way, it will soon be replaced by a statue of Chef Boyardee.
Oh, it came down last night.
The petition signed by hundreds.
That was Chicago.
Suggests that Etior, what?
They took that shit down in the middle of the night last night.
No, Chicago took their Columbus statue.
But they gotta put up that statue of Chef Boyardee instead.
Yeah, that's probably not racist at all. That's probably not racist at all. Yeah. Good God, Chef Boyardee. Wow.
That's a spicy meatball.
Wow, this fucking stand sucks big time. I need a tie. I don't have any up here.
Do you still know how to tie a tie?
No, I need it.
I know you have to in the core.
No, I did. I know how to tie a tie, but no, I need a zip tie. I don't have any up here. They're in the barn. Now that's a little better, I guess. Every time I laugh, the whole fucking screen shakes. All right. I sent $50 to PayPal. Your turn,
Maybe it's
Matt.
just because the.
I'll remind him, Larry. I will.
Never mind.
He'll do it. He'll do it. I guarantee it. He'll do it. He always does. Thank you, Larry. Larry put just so we're well, I can't tell what the amount there was, but we're up another $50. Larry Burns, thank you. And Matt will send in more. I guarantee you. He always does.
I will. I swear to Jesus and
Lord.
the Holy Mother. But if I can figure out how to do it, we'll do it. Even if I can't figure it out, I'll just do a different one. I'll write you a goddamn check and mail it to you. Whatever.
There you go.
Well, PayPal's not rocket science, but
apparently, I've been trying to get Matt to transfer $50.
I ain't a rocket scientist.
I don't know.
You're a pro baseball player. I forgot.
Yeah. Eric Barton's here. How you doing, Eric? Nice to see you.
Did you guys see the goddamn Harry Reid? I was telling you, the closet ufologist is pushing for this release of fucking UFO bullshit that the Navy somehow got. I'm like, bullshit. It's just all bullshit, man. There ain't no proof of shit.
Okay. Anyway, we have call-ins. If you look at the bottom of the screen at the thing scrolling by erratically, there's the number. It is 352-325-1381. If you wish to call in and make fun of Matt, that would be fine. It's nice that it's not me for a change, you know. I like that. He has called me a woman at least once, so, you know, we got that going for us.
But I can handle it.
I can too, man. I can too. Even Nick handles it now. He understands things. He knows you're completely insane.
Yeah.
And I'm just hanging on by a thumbnail. So we got that going for us too. So he just sits back and just like, wow.
Call in and throw Matt some hardball questions.
I'll bet $5 Nicky isn't even his real name. He doesn't want anybody to know who he is on this show. There you go.
I'll tell you what, I'll make you another bet. Let me throw out the first pitch at some game, and I'll burn a hole in the catcher's mitt.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you expect me to get you to be able to throw out a pitch in a Major League Baseball stadium when you are literally no one.
That's the point. So I don't have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I have to tell you, Matt, you are literally no one. And usually you have to have some kind of charity or you have to be, famous or something to be able to do that. They don't just let, Matt from California out on the field.
I got to get elected mayor first or something? Fuck.
Yes. Possibly go to the House of Representatives. Maybe they're electing anybody. They'll take you. No problem.
Yeah, become a bullshit artist doctor that shuts down a fucking country.
Yeah, do that.
That'll get you throwing pitches real quick.
Yeah, make the national, the national beer or something. Do something.
Well, hell, I'll have to work on that shit. I don't work on shit real well anymore.
Kind of like that pitching.
Well, yeah. Matt ain't threw a pitch in 20 years. He's gonna throw one.
You guys just won't let a sleeping bear lie.
You started this shit. You stepped right into.
Yeah, well, he does that, but whatever. Does it
Don't
on purpose.
Poke the bear. You might get the fucking claws, brother.
Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Well, this is going well. Look, we still have an hour and a half to go.
In other news,
Yes,
we
please.
have another news of the weird that is interesting. The do-it-yourself. This is pretty funny, too. Don Peters, 44, was arrested without incident on July 4th, according to the Akron, Ohio police. I don't have any Florida, man. God damn it. He was arrested after forcing his way around the counter at a Subway sandwich shop and making his own sandwich. According to police, Peters was intoxicated when he entered the store, demanding a meal, and became belligerent, damaging some plexiglass for charging behind the counter. Cleveland.com officers said they found a bottle of vodka and a block of Subway cheese in Peters' vehicle. He was charged with disorderly conduct, criminal damaging an open container.
Jeez. Did they let him finish?
I want a sandwich with my bottle of vodka, god damn it. And I'm making my own.
Now, I wonder if he got to eat the sandwich before they hauled his ass away.
How about this one? Florida man suspected of using a private plane to draw a giant radar penis. And I'm looking at the picture. That's what it looks like, a giant radar penis. I wonder if he put that in his flight plan. Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing an alligator through a Wendy's drive-thru window.
Huh. God. That's class.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Florida man steals a car, realizes a baby is in it, drops off the baby safely, and makes his getaway. Good for him. I guess that's an improvement over what we usually see. Please, God, it's 352-325-1381. Please save us. Florida cop claims Burger King.
Oh, I have one that is like a good Samaritan story, which makes you feel good.
Okay.
Even though Jerry's hijacking the news of the weird. Go ahead.
I'm very sorry, Matt. Go ahead. I don't want to do that. I thought I was helping, but apparently I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
On.
It's all right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Please. Tell us something.
All right, I'll do it real quick. Pennsylvania State Police received multiple calls on June 21st about a Mercedes-Benz driving in reverse on the Pennsylvania Turnpike during rush hour. Troopers arriving on the scene said they found Samara Cole, 27, Silver Springs, Maryland, passed out in the car with all the doors locked. A semi-driver had stopped his rig behind her to prevent others from being harmed. First responders found that Cole was under the influence of drugs. Pending charges include DUI and drug possession.
Yeah, there you go.
So a truck driver actually barricaded her car until the cops could wake her up and drag her to fucking jail.
That's nice.
Truck drivers will do that.
Yeah, I like that. Tina Vaughn Young is here. That's always good. Again, we do have a phone number. It's scrolling at the bottom of my face here, but it is 352-325-1381. I would appreciate it if someone could save us.
Oh, yeah. Jerry's The Face. Yeah. Everybody look up The Face by The Who. Yeah, it's a great song. I love that song. I might have to drum to that one later. In other Florida man insanities, Jerry is going ahead with it.
Well, actually, I'm on Florida woman now. Florida woman drunkenly bites man's fishing line, swims away with the lure. Florida woman drops pants, licks man, dances naked in the Waffle House parking lot.
Damn.
Florida woman drops pants, licks man, dances naked in the Waffle House parking lot. That's not weird. That's the Waffle House. That shit happens there all the fucking time.
Hey, Jerry, how about one whack job at a time here? What swims up, bites the lure off? What the hell is this? Bites the. How the hell do you bite a fishing line in the first place? She got scissors for teeth?
I don't know. Oh wait, let me go back. Oh yeah, you gotta see this chick. She's something. It looks like kind of like a mugshot, but it's not. But she's crying. I can't get to the actual story because there are no links to the actual stories. But yeah, Florida woman drunkenly bites man's fishing
I mean,
line.
how much is a lure? $4 or $5? Jesus, she wanted to steal the lure that bad? What the hell?
Maybe she was trying to save the fish. I don't know, Matt. I don't know.
I think she bit the hook end. Is what happened. It started swimming away.
Could be. I don't know. Florida woman has been accused of taking methamphetamine and driving a motorized shopping cart through Walmart while drinking wine and eating sushi and cinnamon rolls. That's a hell of a diet right there.
Oh my God.
Eunice? That's Florida. That's not Eunice, Louisiana.
Oh, she had it floored too, I'm sure. Like fucking woohoo!
Oh, here's one I think we've all heard before. Florida woman blames cocaine in purse on windy day. Her quote was, "I don't know anything about any cocaine." Okay. Kenesha Posey told police, according to the report. "It's a windy day. It must have flown through the window and into my purse."
Okay. The cartel missed their mark, I guess, right?
I guess. I don't. She looks like, well, no, Kenesha. Kenese, and it's Kennecia. So, Florida woman attacks brother with chicken nuggets. Why would anybody call the police on a woman who was throwing chicken nuggets at him? Let's see. Came from Gainesville, Florida, actually. Florida woman arrested after twerking on car. And in this Alachua County Sheriff's photo, she's actually wearing a bulletproof vest. I didn't realize it was that dangerous over there. Florida woman shoots husband in testicles after he tries to take her air conditioner. A Florida woman accused of shooting her husband in the testicles is back in jail after failing to show up to court. Police said Kimberly Dunn, 35, lost her cool when her husband and his brother came to her Lake City home last year to pick up an air conditioner. Wow.
I think I've been to Lake City before.
This next one I have actually heard about. It took them a while to find out who was doing this, but Florida woman arrested for leaving Easter eggs with food, toilet paper, and porn in mailboxes.
I heard that.
Yeah, that wasn't actually. It took them a while. It took them a while to find her, but they did find her. I guess that's it for that one. So we'll go back.
Is there any motivation for that?
No, I remember. I think she was just.
Made any sense?
Yeah, that's just not. That's Oh, let's see. Deputies are looking for a woman who tried.
I mean, I get the toilet paper and food, but what is the porn? Like the bonus or something? What are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell?
Here's one here.
Was it like
Here's one here. This is good. This is topical. Let's see. This is from the Orlando something. It's from Orlando. Um, Brevard County, Florida, in Orlando. So we got suspect accused of refusing to leave after being trespassed. In Florida, that means if you're no trespass, you can't go to wherever it is you're no trespass for. You get arrested. So anyway, Brevard County, Florida. A Florida woman who kept trying to randomly kiss strangers at a local bar repeatedly called 911 to complain about the business not practicing coronavirus social distance guidelines, according to the Melbourne Police Department. Police said Audra Adams, 32, called 911 a total of 5 times from Monkey Bar and Grill in Indialantic, which is open, serving both food and drinks as allowed under phase 1 of reopening of Florida. During the 4th time she called, officers were already at the business, and on the 5th time, officers were speaking to her. The owner of the bar said Adams was inside trying to kiss random customers after multiple people complained. He asked her to leave, but she initially argued and refused until she eventually made her way out the front door.
Well, I mean, I don't see a problem unless she was fugly or something.
She is. Looks like a meth head. Police say Adams left the bar but refused to leave the parking lot even after she was told about the trespassing warrant, telling officers, I'll sit in the parking lot all night. When asked about why she called 911 so many times, Adams said the bar was not following health guidelines intended to stop the spread of coronavirus. Police said Adams repeatedly tried to pull away as she was being escorted to a patrol vehicle. She was arrested on charges of trespassing after warning, disorderly conduct, resisting an officer without violence, and misuse of the 911 system. Yeah, she's not horrible, but she's not horrible, but she's not. She just looks like a psycho, actually.
Nothing you would go like, okay.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like go, sure, why not? You would like take like 2 glances and go, maybe not.
Let's see. So Tina Scott, I guess, is here. I don't see her name. I missed it. Let's see. Oh, no, not the plastic drums from Max. Anita says, better than his singing. Robert Woods says, I know, right? My puppy hears Matt singing. He runs and hides under the bed. Well, of course, we all do, Robert. Eric Barton says, hello, Matt. How is it going down there in Southern California? And Dan Yo says, Louisiana woman bites camel's nuts at Tiger truck stop to save dog. I think I heard that one. Yeah. So... Oh, no, not Tina. I'm sorry. Tina Vaughn Young is here. Okay, I got it. 2 Tinas. The 2 Tinas. So anyway, I got another one here from Channel 4 News in Jacksonville. This includes men and women. So, Florida man ends SWAT standoff for a slice of pizza. And not even good pizza. Hungry Howie's pizza. Jesus, dude. Wow, that's never good. Never underestimate the power of pizza. A man from Pensacola accused of threatening his family ended a 4-hour standoff with police after he was promised a slice of pizza. After the 33-year-old was arrested, the story never clarifies if he ever did indeed receive a slice. My guess would be no. Let's see. Facing DUI charges, Florida couple has sex in patrol car. Wow, is she a mess. She has sores all over her face. She has this weird fucking curly hair. And yeah, there's some meth involved with these two. I'm going to tell you right now. You know how to put this on the screen. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. We'll put this on the screen. How about that? Because I shouldn't have to watch these things by myself. So give it a second. There. This is a picture I'm about to show you. If it ever gets up there. There it is. That's her. She's beautiful, ain't she? Florida couple was arrested in Nassau County on suspicion of cycling under the influence. Yeah, you get actually a fucking, you can get a DUI for being on a bicycle under the influence. Once in a patrol car, they proceeded to shed their clothes and start having sex in the back of the officer's car. When the deputies opened the car door to intervene, the naked man knocked the deputy to the ground and took off running into the night and left the girl who was willing to have sex with him in a police car all by her lonesome. That's beautiful. It is. That's beautiful. Florida man arrested after argument over cheesesteak. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's talk about Joseph. The 27-year-old was arrested on disorderly conduct after he got into an argument with a cashier about a cheese steak sandwich. He looks a little bit like Billy Sessions, don't he? Here's a good one. Florida woman charged with stealing a rental car says demons took it.
I'm back.
That's great, man. Didn't know you were gone. I've been doing all this for you. A Florida woman charged with stealing a rental car says demons took it. It's an interview we will never forget. A woman who was arrested after an SUV was stolen from Ace Rent-A-Car on Jacksonville's north side. Jacksonville's not a good place. Told News 4 Jax the demons took it. This excuse was almost as outlandish as the one in the story below. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go. A 37-year-old man from Fort Pierce was pulled over by police in October. He claimed the cocaine residue found inside a Budweiser can along with a crack pipe was blown there by the wind. Fort Pierce is not a good place either. Don't go to Fort Pierce.
Did you guys see that story about the dude that robbed the casinos with all kinds of false identities and makeup and wigs and masks and shit? Like, I don't remember how much he got. I don't even know how they caught the fucker, but he had a good caper going for a while.
Let's see. Dixie Landham is here. That would be, I believe, hold on a second. Hold on, I think that's Robert Wood's sister or some damn thing. Hold on, get the cursor back over here. All right, let's go catch up on some, let's see.
But the thing was, he was stealing, that right, shut up, God damn it.
I didn't say shut up.
No, read comments. Get caught up is what I'm talking about. I'm telling myself to shut up.
Oh. How do I invite someone into the video? You tag them in it. Okay, so obviously, I bet he received an ass whooping before getting his pizza. Maybe. Let's see. So Dixie Landman is here. That would be Dixie is Robert Wood's sister. Yeah, I remember her. I do. Yes, real sister. I didn't know they had fake ones. Florida woman brings meth into court, tells deputy it's makeup. And that's her. Do you believe that woman wears makeup? She got the reddest hair I've ever seen in my fucking life. Florida man arrested after a baby gator forced to drink Coors Light beer. So they arrested two fucking morons. Both look like they're inbred, especially the one on the right with the big fucking ears. were force feeding Coors Light to a baby alligator. Interesting.
I heard that one. Now, how exactly did you do that?
You pick him up
with a straw, a
No.
hose, or you hold his mouth open and just pour it in there? Or what?
No, holding his mouth open is almost impossible. It's the holding it closed that's very easy. 2 Florida men were arrested after they forced a baby gator to drink Coors Light and provoked it to bite one of the men's arms. That not enough for you? They videotaped the acts and uploaded it to Snapchat. No, they just picked it up under its around its back, under its arms, front arms, and he obviously had his mouth open. They poured some Coors Light in there. It was very nice.
So yeah, I saw this one. It was funny as shit. This dude caught like this baby shark. It's about like 2 foot long or something, and he's holding it up to his mouth and he's kissing it and shit. And the fucker lunges and fucking clamps onto his nose.
That's funny. It is. I'm glad that happens to fucking people. Let's see. Jerry, I don't just call her sister on here. Oh, okay. The sons of Stu Pedasso from Nicky Young. Yeah, could be. They look like they's inbred for sure. Remind me of them 3 guys.
Yeah, they look like.
They look like they belong in a horror movie.
Well, we're going to take a physics trivia quiz for everybody that believes they're pseudo-intellectuals.
No one believes that.
Including Jerry.
No one believes that. Only I'm the better looking one. That can't possibly be true, Robert, because you're ugly. You should know that. I don't mean to be the one to tell you, but you're an ugly man. Inbreds, I'm telling you, with the ears and the little thing on the head that pops up like a pixie, yeah, they always look like that. I don't know why. And the other one got a beard, kind of hides it a little, but it still comes out of the eyeballs.
And their nickname is Zippy.
Yeah, something.
Zippy the Pinhead.
Yeah, something. Anyway, you can call in and let's see, 352-325-1381. So far, no one is interested tonight. So.
Did you know the Bronx Zoo had a pygmy in the zoo in like 1906 as one of their exhibits? A fucking human being.
Like a pygmy from the tribe?
Africa or wherever the fuck he was. Yeah, they put him in a fucking exhibit.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Why not? Guy probably made some money.
Now, I don't know if he was like getting paid or anything. I doubt it. Maybe they fed him like the animals or something, but it's just bizarre.
They probably
the 20th century.
They probably paid him.
They would do that kind of shit.
They probably paid him. Why? The geek show from Barnum and Bailey was like the freaking biggest thing in the world there for a while. All them type of people. And hey, the guy had a job.
Oh, so you think like he jumped around and yelled and stuff like a wild man?
Yeah, probably.
That was his stick or something. I don't know. It could be.
Probably, blew some darts at some people, shit like that. Yeah, he had a job. He was a productive member of society. I don't see the problem. I don't. I thought you were my friend.
No, not if they let him out when he wanted to get out. Unless they locked him in there all the time. I mean, that's a different story.
Okay, well, maybe you should look this. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll look it up. Because Matt don't never look nothing up when he brings it up and don't know the whole story. So we'll do that right now. Here we go.
Now, the Bronx Zoo. Pygmy man in the Bronx Zoo. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm in the goddamn wrong place. There we go. Pygmy man in Bronx Zoo. All right. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. Uh, he was born in 1883. He died in 1916. His name was Ota Benga. Was a Congo pygmy, known for being featured in an exhibit at the Louisiana Purchase Exposition in St. Louis, Missouri in 1904 and in a human zoo exhibit in 1906 in the Bronx Zoo. I guess we'll just go right here and find out about this boy. Let's see. Yeah. He was born in the Ituri rainforest, colonial Congo. He died in Lynchburg, Virginia. Oh, he killed himself with a gun. Damn, that's kind of sad. Banga had been purchased from African slave traders by the missionary Samuel Phillips Vanier, a businessman searching for African people for the exhibition. He accompanied Werner to the United States. Later at the Bronx Zoo, Banga was allowed to walk the grounds before and after he was exhibited in the zoo's monkey house. Oh, geez, this is getting worse. Except for a brief visit with Werner to Africa.
So they didn't hold him in captivity. He was like a willing participant or whatever.
No, he was bought from slave traders, so there was probably some kind of deal he had to do this shit. Except for a brief visit with Werner to Africa after the close of the St. Louis Fair, Banga lived in the United States as a slave, mostly in Virginia, for the rest of his life. African American newspapers around the nation published editorials strongly opposing Banga's treatment. Robert Stewart MacArthur, spokesman for the delegation of black churches, petitioned New York City Mayor George B. McClellan Jr. for his release from the Bronx Zoo. In late 1906, the mayor released Banga to custody of James M. Gordon, who supervised the Howard Colored Orphan Asylum in Brooklyn. Yeah, I bet that was way better. In 1910, Gordon arranged for Banga to be cared for in Lynchburg, Virginia, where he paid him to acquire American clothes and have his sharpened teeth capped. This would enable Banga to be more readily accepted in local society. Banga was tutored in English and began to work at a Lynchburg tobacco factory. He began to plan a return to Africa, but the outbreak of World War I in 1914 stopped all ship passenger travel. Banga fell into a depression. He died in 1916. This is the saddest fucking story I've ever heard. I gotta change that.
I thought the Congo is in South America, or is that? No, the Congo is Africa, right? I'm wrong.
Yeah. Let's see. When World War I broke out, a return to the Congo became impossible as passenger ship traffic ended. Banga became depressed as his hopes for a return to his homeland faded. March 20th, 1916, at the age of 32, he built a ceremonial fire, chipped off the caps on his teeth, and shot himself in the heart with a borrowed pistol. He's buried in a unmarked grave in a black section of the Old City Cemetery near his benefactor, Gregory Hayes. At some point, the remains of both men went missing. Let's see, local oral history says they were eventually moved from the old cemetery to White Rock Hill Cemetery, a burial ground that later fell into disrepair. He did receive a historic marker in Lynchburg.
I'll tell you, it's tough to be a brother in old Banga's time.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, look.
Yeah.
Well, actually, shit. They might have given him a few shit. I don't know if they paid him or not. He was obviously used and abused. I mean, come on.
Let's see. The American Museum of Natural History, which holds a life mask and body cast of Ota Benga, and this is as of 1992. The display is still labeled Pygmy rather than indicating Benga's name, despite objections being a century ago from Verner and repeated by others. The publication of Bradford's book in 1992 inspired widespread interest in Ota Benga's story and stimulated creation of many other works, both fictional and non-fictional. Let's see.
You see, I would even consider that a black life that mattered. That
yeah.
was not treated well. I mean, this dude, you could be your BLM poster child. I mean, you could pick a lot better motherfuckers than the ones you pick.
Yeah. Wow. A lot of people have either written songs about him or books. The University of Alabama at Birmingham adapted Ota Benga's story into the musical Savage. Okay, so similarities have been observed between the treatment.
That even goes along the lines that Jocko, the wild man,
Borneo?
he was actually Indian. Jocko, they found him on the railroad and out west somewhere, and he was like half Bigfoot, they thought, or something. But he was turned out to be some kind of Indian or something. I don't remember it all, but something like that.
Similarities have been observed between the treatment of Ota Benga and Ishi. The latter, Ishi, was the sole remaining member of the Yahi, Y-A-H-I Native American tribe. Yahi, I guess. And he was displayed in California around the same period. Fuck.
So yeah, white man is not innocent as shit, but we're still talking about 120 years ago, more or less. Jocko, the wild boy, that was a great story. I don't know if you guys don't know that. Look that up, Jocko.
Okay.
The railroad, they caught him on a railroad somewhere.
Let's see. J-O-C-K-O. Probably should Google it. Yep. What is it? Jocko? C-J-O-C-K.
The wild boy or fucking whatever, wolf boy or whatever they called him. I don't remember.
Okay. I'm not finding anything.
Come on, we.
Sorry. Nothing under Jocko the Wild Boy.
Look under Jocko Railroad or something.
Okay.
And he escaped after a while. He didn't speak I don't know what the hell they didn't know what the fuck to do with them.
Nothing.
Oh shit! Let me look it up.
I'm getting shit for lawn jockeys. So. Well, I guess we should keep talking. We are on the show. Nikki Young, okay, thank you. Someone has Eric Driver again. Hey, Robin Brunson, how you doing? Nikki Young hacked.
I found it.
Hey,
Jocko
Robert.
the Ape Man.
Oh, Robert Lawless is here. How are you, Robert? You're not off in the wild blue west singing rock and roll and that sort of thing, and winning big money at the casino. What the hell, man? All right, well, let's hear about Jocko the Wild Ape Boy.
All right, I'll tell you about it if you want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
No big. There are countless stories of man's encounters with large, hairy humanoids stretching back through history. But coming in at number 10 in our countdown is the story of Jacko. It's Jacko, not Jocko. In the summer of 1884. According to the men, they spotted a man beast lying alongside the tracks as they passed through a rocky gorge. They stopped to investigate the creature and determined that it had somehow fallen off a cliff and was injured, but still alive. The men managed to capture the creature and force it onto the train. They took it into town and held it for several days in the local jail, feeding it berries as they tried to decide what to do with it. They named the captive beast Jacko. According to some, the legend of Jacko provides. However, a news report incident published in the Daily British Colonialist in the 1950s suggests otherwise. According to the report, about 200 people visited the jail hoping to get a glimpse of the wild man. Once word of it spread throughout the region. Alas, there was no man beast to behold. The erstwhile captors reported that Jacko had made a cunning escape from the jail just moments before. Townspeople were not sold, and neither are most modern day Bigfoot enthusiasts.
Well, somebody's calling us, but the screen went away. So,
Hallelujah.
oh wait.
So basically, they found a baby Bigfoot that was hurt and put it in jail, but it got away.
All right. Who doesn't say? Wait. Catching up here. No calls. What the fuck? All right, guys, I will be right back.
Return. is the sound engineer. So she's making like, I don't know, 8-10 grand a week doing this or something. I mean, she had bread, man. You know, so we're doing a good, good little time over there.
Can you rob their blind or what?
Well, I did something that made her blind, but I wasn't robbing her, I can tell you that much.
Okay, poke their eyes out.
Oh no, man, what are you doing, Nick? All right, so Jamie says no, we're homebodies this weekend, maybe. Okay, homebodies this weekend, maybe. So we're not quite sure. Okay. Dixie says deaf, not dead. Okay. Well, apparently I've been missing a lot of shit trying to look up Matt's crap. Let's see. I see Nancy with her mouth open. Okay. Alan McMillan is here. How you doing, Alec? Nice to see you. All right, we're all caught up now, even though I have no clue what's going on in this fucking show because I'm too busy looking up wild boys from Borneo and shit. I don't know. Here we go. Thank God we have a goddamn phone call.
Call from
Robert Wallace.
Oh, Robert's with us.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey.
To accept.
Hey, Robert.
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Doing fabulous. And you guys? Howdy, Jerry, Nikki, and Maddie.
See, he says hello to everybody. Say hello, guys.
Hey, Robert. Welcome aboard.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Nikki.
Matt is taking up the drums, so
Matt. How you doing?
I should tell you, Robert, that he probably will be on the road with you very soon. You know, either that or in baseball camp. I don't know, one of the two. He has taken up the drums. God help us. You took us.
Taking up the drums, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I split my index finger, my left hand, split it in half. So I'm not playing guitar for a while. So I bought myself a set of electronic drums, and I'm taking into that with a passion.
So you kind of doing it like the Def Leppard drummer, one kind of one-handed kind of.
Yeah, Def Leppard. He's
No. I gotta wear a glove on my left hand because my finger hurts. But I'm all cool with it. You know, I mean, yeah, it's fun, man. I'm learning new shit.
Yeah.
You know, I've been, I could wing it on drums and everything before, but I've always wanted to buy my own. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, the electronic drums are pretty good. Mesh heads, and the feel is pretty, realistic and blah blah blah, dingy dango. You know what I mean?
He is not so much like Def Leppard.
Yeah, well,
he's more like a drunk monkey. But we're not telling him yet.
Well, I've never thought that the electronic drums, just because of the fact of you're beating something that's like the size, it's the thickness of a plate. You know, it just seems kind of weird. But if it sounds good in your head, how does the family feel that you've picked up the drums?
No. It's a whole kit. They're all drums. It's a whole setup. It's 5 feet wide. It's like a drum set. I mean, it's not a tabletop fucking thing. It's got cymbals and everything. You know what I mean?
The family, Robert, has bought a 1968
Nice.
Econoline van, and they are fixing it up for him to live down by the river, is what's happening. Him and his drums and his raccoon.
Yeah, 'cause that's it.
Yeah, like that. So.
Yeah.
No, the snare drum is 10 inches wide. The toms are like 12 inches wide. The cymbals are 14s. I mean, I got bass kick pedal and the hi-hat pedal, and it's like it's a regular drum kit. It's just electric. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I've got a friend who has one, and he loves it. You know, it's much more easier to transport and stuff like that. So it sounds just as good. So he loves it. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the COVID-19, if you guys don't mind.
Don't mind at all, Robert.
Up here in Minnesota, there obviously we're going to be mandated a mask order starting tomorrow. And went out and did a little shopping today, and everybody's got their masks on. I mean, it's just insanely stupid, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just got back from being on state. We didn't see any of the bad shit going down in Portland. We went through Portland, and we didn't see any of the riots or anything else. And what we didn't see also too is masks.
Yeah.
We went and saw several places, and I'll tell you what, nobody's practicing social distancing or masks or anything. And in my opinion, what you see and what they say on TV, mainstream, has nothing to do with reality.
Yep.
Of when you're actually out there and just looking around. I mean, it's like insanely. It's its opposite day and night, and I don't get it. I mean, me and Jamie are now like on 2.5 months of every weekend going out and going places. We've been to Iowa, we've been to Illinois, we've been to South Dakota, we've been to Portland, Oregon, we've been and nobody. I mean, nobody. And we're fine. We're healthy. We're outside of pure exhaustion. Beyond that we're just tired. That nobody in the last 2 months that we've seen, and they talk about these spikes, and I don't even see where they're getting that from. I mean, it's definitely a fear-mongering issue, and we all know what it's about. It's about to get Trump. End of story.
Yep. I know that a couple of states.
Well, Robert, Joe Biden called it. It's called COVID-9 now because Biden said that a couple of days ago. COVID-9.
Yeah, it also killed 120 million people too, according to Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Blue, no matter who, right?
I know Florida has had to explain why they were lying about the spike in COVID case. South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, way down below me. And they were pumping the numbers up down there.
Yeah, they had like over 300 hospitals or independent places that reported 100 plus positive.
Yeah. And these hospitals, as you probably already know, they get money for every COVID patient. For everyone they throw on a respirator, they get fucking money for. So the hospitals are packing their bank accounts by lying, is basically what it is. It's the same thing that happened in New York. Other than the fact that most of the people who died in New York died because Cuomo put them in a freaking nursing home that wasn't ready to take care of people.
Isn't that sad?
And now he's inviting people to go to New York because they're the safest place in the nation.
Well, no. It's
up here in Minnesota, starting tomorrow, if you get caught without a mask, it's $100 fine for you if you're not wearing your mask. It is $1,000 fine if you're the manager of the business at the time. And it can go all the way up to, if you are the owner of the business and blatantly disregarded it, you can get a $25,000 fine and up to 1 year in jail by not wearing a mask.
Go straight to the DNC, I promise you, all those fines.
Yeah, all that. What Nick said. It probably goes right to the DNC, like all that Black Lives Matter donations. But
Yep.
you got that fun governor up there, don't you? The Democrat. What's his name?
Timmy Wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said basically somebody, and when he's doing his press conference, somebody asked him, so when does this end? And he just said, it ends when there's compliance. And that was it. I was like, are you kidding me? As long as he sees face masks, then we'll think about the end of it. I mean, this is just Orwellian crap going on up here.
Yeah. And you notice, Robert, it's only in Democratic states. That's it. Florida's not going back.
They're all blue. Everything's blue.
Yep.
Wouldn't you think that even on the opposite side, such as a never Trumper, would literally look at this and go, well, that seems kind of weird. Why are all the blue states locking down and all the red states aren't? I mean, wouldn't you think something? I mean, obviously they don't think, but whatever.
Well,
so, yeah, COVID-19's pretty much wrecked our summer. I was supposed to be at the Whiskey a Go this summer, and I think I remember saying something about that. I was supposed to get up on stage and play with Jack Russell's Screenplay. That got all canceled. As a matter of fact, it got rescheduled to December, and we just got a notification that our hotel reservations got canceled. The hotel actually got shut down. They're no longer in business. I mean, and so next month I was supposed to go down to Canton, Ohio, and I had a chance to get up on stage with Ron Keel, and now that's in jeopardy. They're saying there's a possibility that might not happen. I'm like, this is like the dumbest bullshit. It's like watching a train wreck.
Yeah, it is. Robert Woods says it's a $500 fine here for the first time. Second time is 30 days in jail. I'm not even sure this can be constitutional, to be honest. Yeah, he's in, I believe, North Carolina. Is that right, Robert? You're in North Carolina.
Jamie? Well, I mean, they gotta call the cops on you, and you're gonna wait around for them to come and get you. I mean, can't you just leave? I mean, I don't know how they're gonna fucking catch you.
Down in Miami,
or who's gonna detain you, or whatever.
Down in Miami, they have they've actually made a unit of cops that can arrest you, can fine you. There's an actual unit down in Miami, Florida, that they've made that goes out on the street looking for people without masks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess a couple weekends ago they did that up here in Minnesota, where they had an actual mask unit where they went out and they find a bunch of people and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just, I don't even get it. It's just dumb.
Yeah, and plus a lot of these deaths aren't actually from the COVID, but they say they are. Like Alan says, this one's a little almost comical, but hospital in Florida actually called the death of a man literally who was shot in the head from COVID. I mean, come on. And I heard about that, actually. I did. One case across the hall from me.
So that's
I think.
Huh? You could spend 3 days in jail if you get caught second time without wearing a mask.
In North Carolina, where Robert Wood lives, yeah, that's what he said. $500 fine here the first time. Second time is 30 days in jail.
Oh my God.
Dixie says one case across the hall from me. I don't know, the whole fucking world. Jamie says we have a good friend that donates blood each month. She has been tested each time. Before she can donate, she tested positive for antibodies that she has had it, and the following month she tested positive but never had it. Imagine that. Yeah. When you start throwing out test kits and buying them from China, we're buying a lot of these test kits are actually coming from China. What does that tell you? I mean, they're the ones who let this shit go in the first place. Yeah. let's see. President Trump had a conference today.
Well, I'm here to tell you that me and Jamie have been
Go ahead, Robert.
all over the goddamn place. We've never worn masks, and we've never social distance, and we're just fine. I mean, if anybody were to catch it by now, it should have been me and Gene, and we're fine. We feel, due to our personal inflicted stuff, I mean, drinking beer and partying all the time and stuff like that, that's normal. But once in a while, we question each other. We go, whoa, do we got it? No, we take our temperatures, we're fine.
All right.
But beyond that, we're living proof that this shit doesn't, it's not happening that way.
Yeah. Dave Rougeau, he's from Louisiana, like Nick. He says the cops in Louisiana don't arrest for face mask violations. It's the fire marshal's job. How the fuck is the fire marshal in charge of that?
Yeah, he's always on the job, searching. One man is always searching around Louisiana roads looking for people,
Yeah.
The fucking election is all it is. It's a fucking scare tactic. The whole fucking deal, man.
And I'm telling you, it's the fucking Democrats doing this in Democratic fucking states and Democratic fucking cities. That's where all the violence is. That's all this. Show me one Republican-run state or city that is still having this. This is happening. What do we hear? We hear Portland. We hear Minneapolis. Right. Yeah. We hear New York. Wherever in California, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas. All run by Democrats. Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's crazy.
Is Portland, Oregon? That's like some Whitemore or something. She's the mayor of Portland. She's Democratic.
No, the mayor of Portland, I think, is a guy. The mayor of Seattle is a woman, or it's one way or the other. I don't remember right offhand. Neither one of them are worth the shit. No, the mayor of Portland is white because he just went out the other night. Yeah, it is a guy because he just went out the other night to BLM cursed him out, and then the feds, when he got up to the federal courthouse, they tear gassed him, which I found fucking hilarious. They must have loved that.
Oh yeah, that's funny. He goes, "It hurts. Yeah, tear gas hurts." I'm like, yeah. They don't call it fun gas.
Yeah, yeah. Anthony Rebellion, nice name, by the way, also mentions Philadelphia is the same deal. All Democratic cities that are being overlorded, basically. And Pennsylvania's governor is a piece of work, too, so.
Well, thank God Trump's sending out all those stormtroopers.
Yeah. Yeah, without any insignias on or anything. They're secret police people. They're secret police. It's like, yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, that was the biggest lie. That's a bigger lie than this COVID shit.
Yeah, it is. It's a big lie because they got plenty, patches. They're in unmarked cars. Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have unmarked cars on our police department, our sheriff department, our state police.
Dixie Landman says, thing is, these masks raise two health problems. Oxygen levels are dangerously low when worn, and carbon monoxide that we are supposed to expel is going right into our bodies. A lot of it, but a lot of these masks, I mean, I went to, when the mask started making a thing, I went to the Walmart and watched how people wear masks. If I have to wear one, I wear one under my nose because my beard pulls it off, first of all, every single time I move. And secondly, I want to be able to fucking breathe. So it's like,
I simply can't breathe.
Have you all heard about the feds that may be permanently blinded by lasers used by Antifa? Yeah, I heard about that. Apparently, 2 or 3 federal officers got hit with lasers.
You have to get you a T-shirt that says "I can't breathe."
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. on with a mask on.
There were
With a
three.
picture of a bat.
Well, hey guys, I just
That's
want to
perfect.
check in.
Okay, great. Thanks, Robert. We appreciate it.
Me and Jamie are still live up here.
Thanks, Rob.
And I'm sorry I haven't been up. We've just been so busy working and
I got you.
and
I got you.
traveling and stuff like that. And
I got you. You
yeah, hey,
all your travels.
that's
Have you?
pretty cool going through the hotel that
You
going through the hotel that they shot The Shining in.
Oh, really?
It's actually kind of eerie.
Yeah. Listen, all the places you've been traveling, have you found a better place to live?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, that sucks. I think we should
so
all move.
if me and Jamie are gonna move, it's gonna be warm.
We should all move to South Dakota. That governor's badass over there. She don't take shit from nobody. She never closed down nothing. Because there's only like 18 people living there. Hell, we
Right.
Nope. Matter of fact, next weekend. Yeah, matter of fact, next weekend we'll be in South Dakota, attending a Ronnie Keel show for Jam Against Hunger for the people in South Dakota, underwear, whatnot. But yeah, South Dakota, they're just wide open. They don't care, and they're doing great.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, well, it's because everybody got it. Now they're healthy again.
Anyway.
So anyway, thank you, Robert. We appreciate you calling in, man. It's been great to hear from you, really. It has.
Yep. Well, we'll see. We'll talk to you guys again soon.
All right, great, Robert. Thank you. That was Robert Lawless. Haven't heard from him in some time. Jamie says, who is his wife, or, Jeannie or something. I don't know what the hell that's about, but whatever. Until they tell, perhaps they're in witness protection now. I don't know. Until they tell me I have to wear one over my nose and mouth that we probably worn on my head like a little beanie cap. Yeah, I have mine. I keep it in my back pocket if just in some places. I think Walmart, where I probably have to go tomorrow, has made it mandatory now as of the 20th, because apparently before the 20th, when I was in there with no mask, you couldn't catch it, but now you can. So, cop lost his vision in one eye due to a firework being thrown at him. Yeah, and in 3 other ones, somebody just mentioned, Alan actually, had lasers shot at them in their eyes, and they may now be blinded for life. Nice. Real fucking nice. I blame the fucking mayor, who was also the police chief, should be locked up. I wear mine as a chin guard. If I have to...
Stop the drool.
Yeah. If I have to put it over my nose, I'm going to be constantly doing that all day, because every time I talk, my beard pulls it down. So, I don't even know how Matt wears one. Well, his is small.
Yeah, that'll constipate your ass up, too, Jerry.
What? Why did I say what?
I said it'll constipate your ass up, too.
Okay.
Breathing the CO2 back in.
Well, I'm here to tell you, I've worn a mask. I had to wear it in the hospital if I go in there with my wife or something, or the doctor. I get that. That's fine. You're probably better off maybe for that time anyway, because everybody in the freaking hospital's sick anyhow. But very few other places. Very few. So,
oh shit, I got 3 boys out here playing basketball right now. They ain't wearing no goddamn masks.
It gets me that these governors and mayors keep talking about the mask, while actual freaking doctors, real ones, and not the government ones, are telling people it's bullshit. Same thing with sending kids back to school. there's always a risk of sending somebody someplace. Okay, it's like I was listening to Bongino. It makes a lot of sense. There's always a risk. You got to mediate that with, what are we doing here? Like, in sending kids back to school, if what are they going to do? Miss an entire year of school? Don't we have enough? Maybe they'll be smarter if they do that. I don't know. Dixie says, I really think this mask thing is a forced fad. I don't think it's a fad at all, but I think it's forced. And I don't think it works worth the shit. So, there you go. If you have to constantly adjust the mask, then that defeats the point of not touching your face, right? Oh, that's a good point there, Nick. That's a good point. Yeah, I can't touch my face, so I can't wear a mask. Plus, I might get constipated. Matt told me. I'll say my Dr. Matt told me that I get constipated. Can't have that. It's not right what these police have to go through right now. Why the fuck these people constantly... Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Why the fuck isn't something being done? Well, this is something I'm against when it comes to Trump. I think he should have sent in the military, whether it's the National Guard, the goddamn Marines, 101st Airborne. I don't care. Have them come in fucking parachutes or rappel out of helicopters. I don't care. To stop this shit. He's sending in federal agents to places, especially like Chicago, where people are dying in broad daylight and drive-by shootings and shit. But there ain't enough. It's going to take him going in there and sending people in there and putting the shit down hard. Jamie says we just had stayed in our nursing home and they want us to encourage our residents to wear masks now. Yeah. Got my mask in the mail today. It says re-elect Trump 2020, make liberals cry again. That's from Jimmy Collins.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Can you send me a link? I want 24 of them from Jamie Lawless. Yeah, put the link up for him, Jimmy. Jamie's rich now. She won a lot of money at the casino, and Robert bought a guitar because he only has 12. I don't know how he plays them all. He's only got 2 arms, but, whatever. Larry Burns is back. He had to walk the dogs. You could take your phone with you. We need all the help we can get in advertising. I find it's a game, folks. It's dirty politics at its worst. That's all we see. Dirty politics, one thing. What we're seeing now, it borders on treason in a lot of cases. Nurses and XMAs, I don't know what that is, are breaking out badly from these sheriff's masks. I have no idea what an XMA is. I know what nurses are, so that's close enough. My doctor told me that it was a social thing to wear masks.
I mean, I've had mask knee. I have a couple of mask knees on my nose from wearing the fucker.
Well, you're in California, so it's mandatory. You can't go in anywhere without wearing one. Am I right?
Completely. Every fucking public environment.
That's just, I don't know.
Where's the ACLU on this shit?
That's a good question.
ACLU shows up for every goddamn thing else.
Yeah, this is not. It's not liberal enough. It's not the liberal. See, ACLU used to be actually kind of a good thing when it first started. People hated him as much back then because of who they were defending. But now it's just another arm of the Democratic Party that they use to sue people with into doing what they tell them to. Let's see. Anthony Rebellion says I only wear my American flag face shield. I have different ones for SA face shields. Makes them 5 for $20. Great. It's great. Okay. Well, autocorrect is messing with my spelling. Yeah, sure it is, Dixie. Sure, we believe you. We do. Honestly, I think the mass
And auto
fiasco.
fuck me.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, autocorrect will come up with the shit that ain't even fucking words. I don't even know what it is, man. I honestly think the mass fiasco is try to hurt President Trump in the next election. That's exactly what it's about. It's a symptom of the main disease. That's all it is. And I'm not talking about the Kung flu. I'm talking about the Democrats wanting Trump out. Okay? Everything you see them doing is a symptom of that. That is the disease. Welcome back, Larry. Hope the dogs got their
Yeah,
business done.
Russia
Yes,
didn't work. Ukraine didn't work. Uh, impeachment didn't work. Now they had to come up with this bullshit.
Alan McMillan wants to know if Halloween masks qualify. I don't know. Give it a try, Alan. Let us know how that works out. I tell you, the country we live in is not the one we grew up in, folks. It ain't. When you actually had a few freedoms and people weren't, coming to your house and taking your kids away because they were playing in the front yard and did all this bullshit. It's just too much to even talk about. Every week it's something new and more stupid. I mean, it's almost every day at this point. Uh, the Sierra Club, who was at one time a conservation club, now is getting into the social justice business. And one of the guys, one of the co-founders, I can't remember his fucking name now, but nevertheless, his statue has been taken down because he said racist things back in 1920 or something, and it hurts. Apparently, it hurts the people that work there's feelings and so forth. The silent majority will rise above. Robert, I hope so, because I'm nervous. I'm gonna tell you right now. Matt says he's gonna win, no problem. But me, I'm nervous. Nick, what do you think? You think Trump's gonna win, no problem?
Yep. I think, they've been having the primaries or whatever the shit they call them. More Democrats showed up to vote than Republicans. But the problem is Republicans that support Trump, they don't want to say who they're supporting. So I think they're laying back just to fuck with the Democrats to make it look like Biden's going to win or the Democrats going to win. I think it's planned.
I hope so.
Trump plays 4D chess while Democrats are playing fucking checkers.
Well, here's what I know. I'm not worried about the polls because the polls are lying. But I am worried about the
Right.
behind the scenes shit that the Democrats have been working on for going on 4 years now. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, this mail-in voting and shit.
Yeah.
Where you can send they postmark or they pre-post the ballots so that it never gets stamped by the post office. So it doesn't matter when it comes in. Up to 17 days after the goddamn election, they'll count ballots. That's bullshit.
And another story. This is weird. Not weird, but in Maine, one of the postmasters at a post office has been prioritizing Amazon packages over regular mail. Think about that for a minute. 2020 has changed North America forever. I believe, regardless of who president is, society is going to get worse and worse. I agree with you, Larry. I think in all the Western countries, society is just going to get worse and worse because people just keep trying to make things that are wrong right. I'm worried because this country will burn down if not. I think it's going. If he wins again, I think it may do that anyway. I believe if Trump wins, we're going to see martial law in this country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it started when parents weren't allowed to adjust the attitude of their
Well,
kids.
I don't know.
Uh,
The problem with martial law is Trump loses power at that point. It goes to the military.
Well, I really don't know if all the liberal, you're like, wannabe fucking gangsters and shit got the heart for that. That's some hardcore shit, martial law.
mhm.
Yeah, that's hardcore shit because at that point, the president relinquishes his power and gives it to the military and says, "You take control." Now, we have to trust that the military supports Trump at that
That's
point,
not completely true.
which I
'Cause
think they do.
Trump is the commander in chief of the
Well, it's
military. He will actually be giving the orders. He is the commander in chief. Technically, Trump is in the military. He just doesn't, in America, you don't wear a uniform. The only reason I'm nervous is voter fraud. If butthole Biden wins, that's the only reason he wins. Voter fraud. I agree. I agree. And I got news for you guys. This is going to get worse and worse and worse before the election. And if Trump does win, it's going to get worse. I don't know, but after 3 years, how Trump does not have naked pictures of every fucking Democrat in the House and the Senate and isn't using them to get these fucking people impeached. I don't know. Maybe he's waiting to see if we get, And another thing, people, the reason we're having these problems now, had we not given the goddamn House back to the damn Democrats, we would not be having these problems now. But we handed the damn House back to the Democrats by not getting out and voting and doing what we were supposed to do. In the end, Trump is up there showing us who's corrupt. And they're helping him do it, okay? And we're not getting rid of these people. In some places, it's very, very hard, almost impossible. In a lot of places, we could win seats easily. And nobody wants to go out and vote. It's the same bunch, and it ain't enough. At some point, law and order will have to be brought back. I'm waiting, and I think it's going to take the military at this point, at least. Trump calling up the National Guard, putting down the protests and the burning and the looting. Look at all the people that have been killed. Look at all the innocent people. Look at all the people, 3-year-old kids getting shot in the face, all that kind of bullshit. Look at all the people that have lost their businesses because of not only the fucking bullshit Kung flu, but then the protests in these cities that have rioted and looted and burned. The Wendy's in Atlanta got burned
Or
down.
you got homeless people sitting in front of your business shitting on the sidewalk, which nobody wants to go around.
Yeah.
All that inner city fucking tolerance of shit on the street. What the fuck is this shit?
And these
Where the fuck in any society has it been legal to shit on the fucking street at any time?
And in the liberal progressive
normally
mayors,
you'd get indecent exposure or some shit for that kind of crap.
And what it is these liberal progressive mayors that put out and governors that put out these new laws that you can do shit like that. They go out to talk to the people in the streets that are protesting, and they're all getting cursed out too. These people don't give a damn who's in charge. These people don't give a damn what these people are doing, trying to do for them. Because these mayors and shit are kowtowing to every fucking one of these morons under the guise of the First Amendment and right to peacefully protest. When is the last time that this country has seen a peaceful fucking protest? And they're always blaming outside influences by never naming the outside influences. Well, the outside influences are BLM and Antiphony. So
Well, I like their the of peaceful protest. What the fuck is mostly peaceful?
yeah, there's no such thing. It's either peaceful or it's
I mean, it turns out to be
violent.
mostly anarchy.
Yeah.
Is what it turns out to be.
One easy solution, although it'll never happen, make a law you can't access social puking media until age 21. They should make that till age 78, Larry. By then you're too old to do anything. The mainstream media needs to be curbed, and here's how you do it, folks. It's simple. No one's going to do it, but it's simple. I don't even do it. Stop clicking on their stories. Stop going to their sites. Stop buying the newspapers, the magazines. Stop watching the TV news. All of it. Stop doing all of
Oh,
it.
you'll see Yahoo
What?
stopped all comments on any story whatsoever.
Who did?
Yahoo.
Yahoo? That's great.
Yahoo. Go to yahoo.com and click on a story and see if you can comment. They have a disclaimer at the bottom of the story with some dumb nomenclature that, they're trying to be socially prudent, whatever.
Yeah. Let's see. We never saw Joe Biden for president anything anywhere. A lot of American flags and Trump flags. Trust me, there's a silent movement out there. Yeah, and if you remember, Robert, the last election where he got elected, it was the same way. I think even you, when you were driving around, God knows where, all right, and other people I know have told us this, that the last time there were, you always saw the Trump, you always saw the American flag, but you never saw anything for Hillary. So I hope you're right. I'm not really worried about
away
that.
Is real.
I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is what the Democrats, because we have not seen the end of what the Democrats have come up with. That's the thing. It's not like they're making this shit up day by day. This is actually planned. Isn't Yahoo owned by Google? I don't know, but Google is a pain. This is listen to this. I'm looking up some videos and stuff today for some electrical shit I'm doing, right? And you go to Google, you write in your question, and the thing pops up. And there's a video usually at the top, a couple of them. So later on, I scan the computer for all kinds of shit. But one of those malware viruses I had malware, porn malware from those videos. Google. How in the hell is Google allowing that to happen?
Yep. Little hint. If you ever click on a story, especially from Yahoo, and well, now that they cut comments off, it used to be the commenters would post these, rebuttals, and they ended in a .dev format.
Mm-hmm.
Never click that shit.
Yeah, I see.
Full of goddamn
Fox,
fire.
Fox News has got a lot of that in the comments. I don't even know if they're liberal or what, but made up accounts, whatever. But they're full up with. They got a link or something in them that's going to screw you up. So you just report them and then go, but you never see the end of them because it's like on here we get to couch people. It's like 9,000 of them. They got 8,000 accounts apiece. I actually only have 4 friends on Facebook. Everybody's got 35,000 accounts. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, guys, we are out of time. I'm sorry. Tomorrow night is Weird Shit with Maddie K. Now,
Like it wasn't weird enough tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we'll have some weird shit going on. Yeah.
So be here for that. Oh, we got 16 people, pretty steady. That's not bad for us anyway. 5 goddamn years, we get 16 people. Oh, yep, somebody got pissed off and left. Somebody, who was it that put out the fucking some kind of resolution? We got to get rid of Democrats because they were racist back in the day or something.
Yeah. Was that somebody posted it earlier? I remember, Gomer, Louis Gomer.
Yeah, Gomer from Texas. Yeah, you should try Chrome. The crap you get from it. Well, I am on Chrome as we speak, and unfortunately, Chrome, and this should tell you something, is the only way, okay, that you can get on Facebook and do live videos. You can't do it from Firefox, Internet Explorer, or whatever else. So you can't do it on any of them. It has to be Chrome. It's the only one they will allow. So we appreciate our.
Now I'm actually watching via Firefox on my PC.
No, you can watch it.
Facebook on my.
I can't go live on it.
And I can comment it.
Yeah, but I can't.
Right.
I can't
exactly.
go live on it without Chrome. If you try, it will come up and it's like on Streamlab or Stream whatever the fuck it is. Okay, that I'm on now. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on YouTube, but we are streaming to both places. All right, and I'm seeing your comments over here from Facebook and a couple from YouTube. So, but if I try to go live on, say, on this streaming site, but on Firefox, it won't let me. So that should tell you something. They're all in bed together, every one of them. They're all in bed together.
Oh yeah.
They all get together and say, "How can we fuck the damn American people that love Trump some more?" That's what they do. Anyway, everybody be healthy and safe till tomorrow night, because we need as many viewers as we can get, and there's a lot of paperwork and death, so don't die. Matt, you got any last words?
I do. Everybody, tomorrow, remember you're an American. You do the right thing. You help somebody if you need to, and be proud of your country.
Wow. That's fucking good. Good. Nick, how about you?
Amen to that, man.
You know how you follow that.
And everybody be safe and sanitary.
No, well,
yeah, it's hard to follow that.
Yeah, it is. It's true. And
we all know someone who needs help these days.
He said something last night also that I agree with very much. As long as we live, America is still within us. Something to that effect. And that's true. The problem is we're all getting older. And I hope there's enough to take our place. We'll see. Please stay vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. I've been out of the loop. Nikki's daughter has cancer. She does, Robert. The problem is she can't get state help because her husband probably makes too much money, I would think. I don't know. So we're trying to raise money for if you want to. All the money, you know as well as I do, goes directly to the person. It's all been pretty much turned over to her, but I will post the link to her PayPal right here if you guys at some point would like to give. That's up to you, obviously. We did raise $100 tonight. You can count on Matt. Don't worry about that. I'm here to tell you. Never is there a time you can't count on Matt for that. Matt may sound silly all the time, but he does, it's mainly just for entertainment. So good. Anyhow, stay vigilant. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and always remember it's amazing what you can do when you have no other choice. My name is Jerry. On behalf of Mr. Matty K, Mr. Nicky Young, and the chief cook and bottle washer, me, we bid you all a great night. And please, if you remember, click the link. We have a GoFundMe. We have a fundraiser on Facebook. If you need any of the links, please call me, or not call me. I hate people calling me. But you can message me, whatever. I'll send you a link. And she needs a lot more than apparently we're able to raise. I don't get it. And it's pissing me the fuck off. She's 23 years old. 23 years old. No time to have cancer is ever good. But at 23, that's got to be pretty scary. So, $5. I don't care. $5. 10,000. I'd be good with that too, by the way. And so would she. Nobody deserves cancer. The air we breathe, the food we eat, and the water we drink, it's everywhere, and people are getting it at a higher rate of speed than ever before. And for the 100 years or whatever it's been, they've been researching cancer. They still cannot find a goddamn cure. And the cure at this point in time, I mean, it's not worse than the disease because it can cure you in some cases, in a lot of cases now, but it's still not good. 23 years old, folks. And I don't mean to end the show on a downer, but I'm dead serious about this. All right, I've worked very hard on these GoFundMes, and I'm not saying that for sympathy. I want her to live. Not only because her father is Nick, who is a good guy, but because she is a good girl. She's had a hard fucking life up to this point. Well, up till a few years ago anyway, whatever it was. Okay, and now this. And this is the second time she's had cancer. The first time she was in remission for a while, and now it's back because I'm not a doctor, but the one she had sounds like a fucking moron. Anyway, that's another story. Right?
True story.
Yeah, right now
we
need like
That's 10 points.
We need approximately $10,000 more for her to get even the surgery she actually needs. 10 grand. And we got right now $3,200, $3,300. I haven't checked it before I came on, but
I haven't checked it either.
So, and I check it 3 or 4 times a day. So, the PayPal will go directly to her. The fundraiser on GoFundMe goes directly to her now. I don't know if she's withdrawing the money or not, but I'm, whatever. She can do that anytime she wants. After the first donation, I just turned it over to her. The Facebook fundraiser, I'm still waiting for it to go to my PayPal account, and I'll send it to her. That has, I think, $340 in it. So that's enough. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be here. Weird shit, Matty K. Have a good time. Probably get some laughs. It's usually kind of a marathon show. Sometimes we go 2.5, 3 hours, or until I can't talk anymore. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for joining us, and